Hello, I'm Natalja Genina, working as Associate Professor at the University of Copenhagen. Today I will guide you how to 3D print a dosage from its digital design to the actual 3D printing. Let's look at the monitor. We are going to use a free online platform called Tinkercad. So if you just find it and let's go online. Here is as well available a learning platform to get started. On this page you will find a startup videos, lessons and projects to be able to work and start smoothly designing your own project. But let's go back to the Tinkercad and let's create a new design. So we just click on Create New Design and let's name it the way we want. So I would put it dosage form. So here on the right corner there are available different options, already made options that you can choose from. There is also even available the text numbers, characters and other things, even the ready-made printable kits, like you can print a dinosaur, for example. But we are interested now in the basic geometries. So let's choose, for example, a cylinder that looked like a tablet. So here we can actually change the height of the dosage form. So usually it's around, for example, 3 millimeters in height, and we can change that, the dimensions in X and Y axis to be, for example, 10 millimeters and 10 millimeters. So this is a dosage form. We can have a different view on it. Furthermore, we can zoom it and zoom out, zoom in and zoom out. So basically now the dosage form is ready to be printed. Before we print, we have to export it as STL file. So you press export and press STL file. So now it will be exported and you can find it here like the exported dosage form. But you can look at your computer how it's saved and where it is saved. Basically, because here the program for 3D printer is installed and we are going to use a MakerBot printer, which is here. Basically, I can open this file from this software and we are automatically transformed to a 3D printer software. So I will just zoom it a little bit in. So there is our tablet, our object. What you can do first, you can change the settings for the printer. Here you can adjust the parameters you would like to use. For example, layer height, how thick will be the printer layer, and the infill parameter, how solid will be your object. If it's 100%, it means it will be all solid. With 10%, it's only 10% will be solid, the rest will be voids. And here you can change as well the printing temperature. This is a standard printing temperature for PLA filament. And we proceed with that. And now you just press print to print the object. Now the printer is warming up to reach the temperature of 230 that we put in our parameters during when we modified the settings. So here is actually the liquefier that is warming up and the filament is supplied with the rollers. So here is the filament. Currently it is a black colored PLA filament. PLA means polylactic acid. This is the most commonly used material infused deposition modeling. Once the temperature reached 230, it will start printing. Now let's make the first line in order to make sure that the printer is working fine and it can attach to the platform and the extrudate is coming well from the liquefier. So the print head now starting to print in X and Y direction, and actually the build plate is moving in Z direction. So it's printing layer by layer. And first it will start to print the raft on top of which the dosage form will be printed. This is made in order to ensure that there is a good contact between the build plate and the filament, extruded filament. Now the 3D printed object is printed and we can remove it from the build plate. Now the object is ready. Now we will make a more complex object. For example, a tablet with pre-cut inner structure. So we take a cylinder that reminds the tablet, we change the dimension of it. For example, the height we will put as a 5 mm. And let's say that the X and Y direction will be 10 by 10 mm. This is a usual tablet that can be easily swallowable. Now the object is ready. We will zoom it in by pressing plus. We can create a hole inside the project by taking a hollow cylinder, for example. Now it's very big. We can change it to be smaller, for example, by 5 mm. And height. It doesn't matter which height, because we will create a hole inside our dosage form. So we can rotate to see where is the cylinder exactly. So we can move it a little bit to make it in the middle. And when we are happy with the design, we just select everything and press group. Now the tablet with the hole inside will be created. So we can rotate it in all directions. So we are ready to extract the file for the 3D printer. We press export and choose the STL format. We are already in the printer software. So we check, this is our object, looks fine. So we check the settings. So now we press print. Now the object is ready, we can remove it.